Good morning.
Hello.
My name's Ian.
I'm Lauren.
And this is the Bars and Bells Restore and Recharge practice. Tuesday, Lauren had us sweating with the AC on, and today we have the heat. Can we just find a just right temperature here? No one complains about 20 degrees. So today's practice, we'll also try to find that just right place to be while we work out. We'll start with our breath, but first from seated. How are you sitting? Do you have a chair? Grab that little ottoman or sitting apparatus. And as Lauren shows from the side here, let's pull in those hip flexors. Open up the feet. Heavy grips onto the floor, and then those femur bones, pull those into the hip sockets. As we do that, our chest might come forward. Oversell that for us there, Lauren, a little bit. There you go. That might be a little bit too much, but that idea of lifting up the chest by pulling in the hip flexors. That's a lot of work. Let's let that just relax and perhaps oversell that slump, Lauren. We never slump. Of course we slump, but being able to get from the slump to that tall position. Try to maintain this nice strong posture as we sit. Place one hand belly, one hand chest, breathing in and out of the nose. Nice and slow. Start now, breathe in. Where's that air going today? And exhale. Mine actually didn't go where I wanted it to. I wanted to go in that belly. Let's do that again. Breath in, feel the belly. And then nice slow exhale. Once you wake that up, let's wake up that chest. So take a breath in. Fill the rib cage and exhale. And here I always have to make sure I'm not exclusively shrugging up with that air. 360 and then exhale. One more quick breath. Take a big belly breath in. Exhale, pulling belly to spine. And now keep that belly to spine and take big breaths in. Increasing the pressure of the abdominals here and exhale. But belly to spine, two more here. Breathe in. Inflate that tire and exhale. The tire to support, yes, that tire to support our core here. And one more time, breath in, belly in. And then nice slow exhale. One more thing from seated. We're sitting on our chair here, and if that's a little island or our cylinder, to borrow from Lauren's favorite basketball terminology, in your cylinder, let's make sure we avoid tipping out of the cylinder, but for first, let's actually tip. So here, our shoulders are approaching away from our island or cylinder. Do the same thing the other side. Okay, great. But now let's think oscillating that rib cage, and we stay over top of the hips, over top of our chair. So hands across chest. And very modest effort, keep the rib cage over top of the hips, and then pull through center to the other side. Nice and easy here. We'll do that one more each way here, and here we're going from that 9 o'clock towards 3 o'clock on the clock face, or a little tick-tock here. Return to center. Let's do a quarter turn so that our sternum may face maybe 2 o'clock or 10 or similar here. And just nice and easy, staying over top of your base of support, our backwards bend, and then that forwards bend. So you went from that diagonal to diagonal, get tall, repeat one more time, diagonal, to that opposite diagonal, to tall, and then return center, and then we'll switch that corner. So here my sternum is facing left or towards 10, and then I'll tip that shoulder, and then on that same diagonal to the back corner. At 8 o'clock place. And then one more time from maybe 2 o'clock at the top right to that back corner. Then pull tall, return center. Let that sink in, and Lauren will expand on that as we go forward. From here, we're gonna stand up.
You didn't want to do your seated hip flexor?
Yeah.
Okay. Standing up tall, we'll keep our chair in front of us, rotate it as needed so you have the platform in front of you to do your standing activities here. Squaring up to your chair, let's gently bend one knee, keeping the quads parallel, and pull that knee up into hip flexion. Once you're here, your foot is flat on your chair, and your hips, hands on your hips. Let's gently hike that hip up and then pull it down. And repeat one more time, hiking the hip up and pulling it down. Now let's tilt the tail to the back wall, and then tuck the tail under by squeezing that standing leg butt cheek. Repeat again. Tilt the tail to the ceiling behind you, and then tuck the tail underneath, squeezing that cheek. Now keep it there. So hips are horizontally level and then slightly tucked under with that back cheek squeezed. Now push down into this foot that's on the chair. Drive it down, but don't move anything. Just push into the chair for 4, 3, relax a little bit, but don't lose all your tension. Keep your hip tucked. And then think about lifting your leg up off the chair, but don't actually. Ready, set, lift. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time of each. Keep tucked, keep level hips. Push down into the chair for 5, 4, 3, 2. And last time, keep that tension, but switch it to active lift off for 4, 3, 2. Keep lifting off, bend the knee, brush it back so quads are parallel, and then straighten the leg underneath. We'll repeat the same thing on the other side. Bending the leg so the quads are parallel, bringing that leg up through hip flexion, and placing it on your chair. Let's again hike the hip up, and then pull it down. And one more time, hiking your hip up and pulling it down. And then tailbone tilts to the back wall, tail tucks under, squeezing that back cheek. Repeat again, tail to the back wall, tail tucks under. Keep it there, squeezing butt cheek. Push down with that front leg into the step. Push down, push down, push down. You feel that energy go all the way up into that glute for 3, 2. Keep the tension in the hip forward and pretend to lift off. Lift off, hold. That leg is thinking about going into its socket as it's lifting up. And then one last time, push it down as if you're going to step up on your chair, but try not to shift that weight forward yet. For 3, 2, and then one more time, active lift off or fake active lift off. Keep pulling, but then actually lift off. Brush the leg back into extension and straighten. Nice. You'll have to take maybe a little step back, especially if you have these really long legs you're dealing with. You're going to bend a leg, bring it up, and extend, placing it on the step in front of you. Again, let's hike the hip once and then pull it down. Today, what I was doing after my quick stretch after my run is I pulled my foot towards my shin, so dorsiflex it. Then all I want you to do is stay where you are in your upper body, but tilt your tailbone to the wall or the ceiling behind you. Tilt it, tilt it, tilt it, and then gently relax. Re-pull your foot to your shin. Maybe you even have to drag that heel towards you in a little bit. And then again, tilt the tailbone long, and you should get that high hamstring or full hamstring feelings. And then relax. And one last time, re-pull your foot to your shin. Tilt your tail, and that should be enough to lengthen that hamstring. And then gently relax, but stay here. Let's do one external and internal rotation. So externally rotate from the femur, trying to show the inseam up towards the ceiling, and then back to center. And we'll go internal rotation, but without changing the belt line, bringing the femur in, rolling it in. Let's do that one more time. It felt too good to not. Externally rotate, making sure your ankle isn't doing more than your big bone. Back to center. Internal rotate on that femur and center. From there, we'll drag the foot off through hip flexion, lift it, hold it, bend it, extend it. One more time on the other side.
Close that wall out the back.
Yeah, adjust. Bring that leg up, extend and place down. From here, again, we did one hip hike on that outside hip and then pulled it down so we're horizontal level. There's got to be a better term for horizontal level. Is that a thing? Plumb is vertical. Okay, pull the foot to the shin. Now tilt the tail to the ceiling out the back, and that should, and then gently relax. And tilt the tail. So as we do that tail tilt, our femur extends and reaches behind us, and then relax. And one last time, tail tilt, lengthening that hamstring back there, keeping that dorsiflex foot, and then relax. Stay here, externally rotate, femur rotating open, back to center, internal rotate, belt line stays stationary.
I have 0 of that today.
One last time, externally rotate it, check it out, you're looking for that inseam. And then keep the focus on that thigh as you then internally rotate, because then you're looking for the outseam. And I more want to see this rotation than at your foot ankle.
No sickle.
No sickle. Back to center. Let's drag that foot off, bring it into that high hip flexion, bending it and straightening it. Stay where you are, just gently step your feet wider than your hips. It'll block your hips and we'll do a little rib roll. Sorry, just thinking. We're gonna connect Ian's a little bit that he did earlier into a nice full circle. So with your arms, I like my arms across my chest. My chin stays connected to the center of my body so my head doesn't do more rotating than my spine. From here, let's take our butts and squeeze them. Then let's take our upper body and rotate it in one direction. Then just like we did seated, side bend to that diagonal corner. Then keep squeezing your glutes and your core brace as you come around the back. So you're lifting up and over, but still keeping that tension on your core, and you're gonna end up in your new corner. And then from that new corner, we're gonna roll and round to the front. In the front, we'll just stand up tall and reset. Do the same thing the other direction. Pull those blades back. With your head in line and sternum, rotate the other way. Then dip to that new corner. Keep your core and your glutes squeezed as you extend through the back, lifting your heart but keeping your chin tucked to a new corner. And then pull on abs, pulling down and rotating through center. Stand up, shake it out.
Shaken out.
Clear the area.
There we go. Lauren got that little hula hips in there and prepped us for some little silly walks here. So let's just continue the exploration of the feet, starting with the heel pad or a heel strike. Take a right or left foot out front, your choice, and heel. And just feel that pressure on the heel pad for 1 or 2 more pulses. Then press off that back foot and touch that pinky side of your foot first. And then for a couple in a row, think push off the back, connect pinky. Push off the back, connect pinky. Maybe the big toe will come down, but try to find that lateral border. For one more, push off the back foot. Find the pinky border, and then that big toe pad. Pull the leg through on the other side. Extend the knee, heel strike. Let's do the same thing. Heel strike, and just feel that press. Nice and control, couple in a row. And already you'll feel that you're pushing off of that back leg to transfer weight onto the front. Continue transferring weight, finding the pinky border, and then pressing back. A little rock and roll here. Find the power off that back foot to balance to propel yourself forward. After last one, find that big toe pad, connect it through, and then add a little bit of that shake. I need a little bit more real estate here as we'll just continue a little bit more of that continuous walking, silly walk here, starting with your heel strike. Heel strike, pinky border, big toe, pull the other leg through. Extend on the knee. Heel strike, pinky border, big toe side, pull the other leg through. Let's progress that. Lauren's itching to get up on those toes. So we'll go heel strike, lateral border, and then can we be on the 2 points of the feet there? Let's reset and pull the back leg through, heel strike, pinky side, big toe side, find those 2 points, reset the front foot flat, pull the leg through, doing that one more time, finding the rises this time. As we go heel, pinky to big toe, let's find that rise. Can we carry through a single leg on a rise and then heel, pinky, big toe, find the rise, carry through on the rise, and 1 or 2 more of those as we go here. Nice and control. Maybe you're walking along your counter at home, using that balance aid of the chair. And for the last repetition, find the balance between 2 feet, carry through, and land with control. From here, we're gonna fold and hinge to the floor, but first the fold. If Lauren, again, uses me as that example, she'll fold. She'll start at the head neck, a little extension, and then the chin tuck to sternum. As she folds, you can see the hips are staying right on top of those knees and feet, and she is avoiding the hinge. That is an amazing fold. If you did that already, enjoy that. Walk out on your knees. And if you're still standing, let's do that with me here.
Sorry, are we coming all the way to the floor?
All the way to the floor. A little walkout plank, and then we'll do it again. So if we're standing, we'll extend the neck. We'll tuck a chin. We'll fold down nice and control. weight in through the feet. If we need to, of course, we can bend those knees. And then we'll catch up with Lauryn. We'll walk out to those knees and just hold a nice modified planks position here, checking in with those wrists. The fingertips are gripping, we're screwed in, the elbows are straight, armpits packed, the hips are slightly scooped under probably, butt cheek squeeze. Those are our nice cues for our plank. From here, let's elevate those knees, walk hands to feet as you need or as you can, and then we'll fold or stack back up by pulling that belly button in like we did with the breath, and then pressing the sternum to forward. All right, one more quick silly walk, Lauryn. Any ideas on that?
No, you go ahead.
No? Okay. Well, here we go. This is a little bit of a fun one. Be safe, but let's try the same walk, the same progressions.
Excuse me.
However, our eyes lightly closed. Uh-oh, this is gonna be a little bit weird. Okay. So I'm gonna wait because this is gonna be good. We want Lauryn to be full on this here. So first it's gonna be eyes closed, and maybe that's enough. If the eyes are closed, could we take a heel strike out front? Find that pinky side foot, transition to the big toe. Then push off the back. Carry the leg through would be a heel strike, the pinky side foot, the big toe, and just one more each of those. Let's go through the foot. Land with the heel. Pinky side to big toe. Oh, there we go. Someone's here on my side. And then pull through, heel strike. Pinky to big toe. Open those eyes. Shake it out. Same but different. Mix it up. Take it over, Lauryn. How else do we get to the floor there? We fold and
We're going to hinge.
hinge.
So with your feet slightly wider than your hips, let's push our hips back, keeping those vertical shins. Hang out here for a second. Right now, your feet are all rooted into the floor, including your pinkies. Lift your hips up.
That was for me.
Lift your hips up just a little bit. Feel that more length on hamstrings. And then we'll drop them, walk ourselves out to that modified plank again. From your knees, pack your shoulders, tuck your hips, pull the floor together underneath you. Keep squeezing your glutes, keep breathing underneath that braced core for 4, 3, 2, then start pushing forward as you tuck your toes, lifting your knees, slowly walking yourself back up, but unhinge, so load those hips up as you extend and press through. Nice. We'll get into a little movement clock here.
Awesome.
So clear your space.
Let's just move that here.
This much room.
Clearing it.
And then put your feet underneath you. Standing tall, let's take our single leg, peel the heel off the floor through the demi point, use the toes to flick the floor away. Point the leg, let's hold. Then toe ball, heel, soft land. Our back heel is gonna stay heavy. Our shoulders and hips are gonna stay square forward. We'll gently drift forward, but then we'll press to come back to center. Let's do the same thing, same leg. Peel, flick, open it to about 45 degrees, point, hold, then toe ball, heel, soft land. Drift towards over, and then push forward to come back. Peel, knee front, knee side, point, hold, then toe ball, heel, soft land.
I like those holds.
Little
Lauryn.
bit of a drift, push away to come back. Peel, flick, knee front, knee side, hips rotate, new corner point, soft land, toe ball, heel, press back to center. Bend the knee. I don't know how I'm gonna do this hold. So toe ball, heel out the back, sitting back, quads stay parallel, press through, extending on the hips, bringing the leg underneath. Same thing, second leg. Peel, flick, point, front, hold, then toe ball, heel, soft land. Square, square, press forward to come back. Peel, knee front, knee 45, point, hold, then soft land. Use that force pushing away to bring yourself to center. Peel, open, point, hold, then toe ball, heel, land. Push forward to come back, or side. Peel, open knee side, then pivot or rotate on the standing leg. Point it to that new corner, and then toe ball, heel, land. Push into that foot to come back. And last one, you'll get out of that hold here. Bend the knee, toe ball heel behind you, hips stay stacked under shoulders, and then push through and don't repeat. Just pull the leg under. Get down, get up, Ian.
Nice. I really like those holds, but those corners, those 4s and 8s, Lauren, quite challenging.
Correct.
A get up is our favorite move with the kettlebell, but we also like it for that mobility and core strengthening capabilities, like right now. So we'll take a hand across chest or above your head if that's for you. The leg you can then touch, drop it back, slow control on the lunge. Nice and control. Check. Then open that leg to the side. Check. Then look to that side. Then rotate through the rib cage. We then hinge on the hip. Place a hand on the floor and then load over top. From there, we'll sit or sweep the leg through to our sit. We'll find our elbow, cue this just for a second, and then a nice core move. For one repetition here, shrug your shoulder or elevate as in lazing around. Now activate those abs, obliques, lats as we press the floor away. Hold that position, get that sternum looking to the ceiling now. We'll press off the elbow for a second and then come back. 1 second and then come back. 2 seconds. 1, 2, come back. Also doing it for 3. 1, 2, 3, back, and then 4 to the floor. 1, 2, 3, control. Let's come right back up. We'll extend through the hip. Pull on that elbow, transition to the hand in our tall sit. Bridge, sweep that leg, slide the hand up so that we're in our windmill lunge, and then square that lunge, tuck under the hips, do the hula, do the hike, and then core brace to stand. Second side of that movement clock.
Okay. Last time we did a little pause when we extended that leg. This time, just watch. We'll do it a little bit faster, more like a fall. So it'll be like you're leaning forward. You'll have to peel the foot up, catch yourself, and then press back. On this one, we will allow that heel to come up a little bit off the floor. Try not to get right onto the balls of the feet, but allow that a little bit. If you don't feel comfortable with that, do your pauses. So peel, start falling forward, toe ball, heel, soft land, and then push forward to come back, okay? This doesn't have to be a big step. If that felt too much for your Achilles, bring it in a little bit. Ready? Start falling to that new corner, toe ball, heel, soft land. Push away. Start falling to your side, soft land. Start falling to your new corner, and press back. And this one, we'll peel the foot off the floor, fall behind us, and then press through. Repeat on the other side. Start falling forward, peel, toe ball, heel, press back. New corner fall, catch yourself, back. New side fall. It's kind of fun to see how far you can fall before you move. New corner, be safe. And back to center. And last one, tricky, bringing your hips under you and coming back through.
Awesome.
I feel like a sprinter or something like, or really awesome.
Start.
Yeah, I feel like a really awesome athlete. Like,
yeah.
Whoa.
It's being able to roll.
I don't know what
from that
athlete does that out there. Anyway.
Excellent. I believe I was this side on my coordination for the get up, so I will switch. So that would be right hand, cross chest, dropping back, the leg you can touch. 5, 4, scissoring hips together for strength. Nice and control down. Then open that leg to the side. And then in order, go head, rotation through that rib cage, hinging on the hip. And from there, we'll transition to our tall sit. In the tall sit, find the elbow. And for one repetition here, just slouch, make it a little bit more casual, but then press into the floor for strength. 1 second back, return to where we are. 1, and back. 2, 1, 2, and back. Same for 3 seconds now. 1, 2, 3, back. And then floor to the 4 to the floor.
3, 4.
No crash bang. And then reverse those steps as we extend through the hip and pull on that arm. Transition to the tall sit. Bridge. Sweep. That hand comes up the leg in the windmill. We square up through that lunge. Core brace. And we stand. Nice. There we go.
There we go.
We're
Ready
going to keep
to-
horsing around, I think.
Oh, you stole my
Oh,
pun.
shoot. Sorry.
All right, let's horse. You might have to
Saddle up.
You might have to step back into a new corner just to give yourself some space forward. Otherwise, do a couple steps forward and go back. From your place here, let's start in our turned out position, our first position. Then, standing between two panes of glass, start pulling yourself down into like a plie, if you will. Transition weight onto a single leg, pointing the other leg forward about 45 degrees so that heel and the big toe are on the same line. Just like we do, toe ball, heel, place that foot down. Boom, ceiling came down. Stay underneath that ceiling as you start pulling yourself over and then pressing away. Stay down here, bringing the long leg underneath you. You're back to a plie. Square up, point, toe ball, heel, pull, then push. Stay low, get off that back foot, low diamond shape. Again, transition to point, pull yourself and then press away. Feel those hips pressing forward, transition staying low. Let's try to get 3 more out. Point, toe ball, heel. Feel that pull and tension on the floor and then that press away. Stay low as you point off that back foot, connecting heels. 2 more. Point, toe ball, heel. Pull and then push. Get off that back foot to center. And last time, point, toe ball, heel. Start pulling and then pressing. Point, connect, and then press through and grow tall. Nice. Shake
Awesome.
that out.
Awesome. Let's return to that fold. Check it in. Maybe do it against the wall. It will be harder. Keep those hips stacked over top of the feet. Starting at the head neck, we tuck a chin gently, and then it's that flexion through the rib cage pulling down. Ask yourself where the shoulder blades, they should be in retraction or squeezing together. Then from here, we'll fold, taking our time. And as Lauryn says, keep the heels heavy, but trust those toes. Weight into the toes. Then in the fold, we'll walk out and establish your high plank, and whether that's your modified shape that I'm showing currently, or adopt your full high planks position, 10 seconds of core bracings, butt squeezing, and the threats of Lauryn jumping through your computer screen and punching you in the abs. Relax for a second. We'll do that twice. So again, the hollow shape, it might not be the shape you're used to seeing in Men's Health magazines, but it will be a helpful, strong position. So let's do it again. High planks position, press the floor, tuck under those hips, squeeze your butt cheeks, pull the hands to feet. Pull, 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 squeeze, squeeze, squeeze for 5, 4, 3, and then relax. Walk those hands to feet, feet to hands if you need, and then pull the belly button in, cue that breathing drill from before, and stack nice and control to tall. A couple weeks in a row, we've also been working on the horse walk, as well as a little bit of a rond walk where we circle a leg all the way around. Let's do that front and then perhaps back. So with our feet in the first position, we'll pull ourselves low as in that plie. Lauryn said we transfer weight to one side, point a leg, circle to the front. I will keep this leg stiff today, Lauryn, I promise. From here, we'll push off that back leg and bring the other foot through. Same thing.
Nope. Here first.
Darn it. Plie.
Then side.
Then to the side. Hold that. Rond the leg through. Keep that knee straight. Press through and under. Let's do the same thing in reverse. So we'll pull ourselves low, a leg out to the side, circle it around the back. It lands toe ball heel. We push off the front and pull the leg through. Pull low, slide to the side. From there, round or circle out the back, push through the front, transitioning weight underneath. Can we do that one more time each? Okay. We'll squat plie, leg out to the side, circle, press off the back leg, hips all the way through, bring the other leg through as well. We'll squat, we plie, and then we reach. The leg ronds to the front, press through the back leg, bring it through. Reversing, we'll go low, squat plie, reach out to the side. Round around the back, land toe ball heel, pull through. Last time here, squat to the side, round out the back, press off the front, pull in. Some of my favorite moves right there. I really love those. Okay, getting to the floor through our hinge this time. So feet might be wider than the fold. We chop on the hip flexors, the spine stays long, and then we break some of those rules and let the knees go over toes. Hands on floor. And then let's flip over to our backside for a back plank or our hip bridge. Making sure your hair's out of the way, the chin can stay tucked. Hands could be over top of the chest, on the floor with the palms up at the sides. Your call. Now, Lauren cued those hip tucks. So let's tip your tailbone away, which might bridge the low back here, or create a little bit of a gap that my hand, if I ever could fight with my t-shirt, could like wave through there. There we go. Then press into that space as to take away. Repeat one more. By pulling in those hip flexors like seating, can you bridge or create space under the low back and then press, tipping the hips the other way. Continue. Keep those hips tucked. Keep those hips extending as we reach our high bridge position. From here for 10 seconds, heavy feet, fists clenched. Cramp the glutes, brace the core, pull the knees together to excite those adductors. Hold the pose but relax the tension. And then like a cat-cow, top down, articulate through the spine. That when it becomes time for around that belly button place of your spine to touch, it touches before your buttocks budges. Oh, let's relax that. Do that one more time. Tuck under, so it's that posterior tip of the hips as we cramp those glutes into hip extension. Then build tension up here for 10. Fists, brace core, squeeze your butt cheeks, pull the knees together, grip the floor for 2. 1, hold the pose but relax. And then nice and control. Articulate down the spine just like in our fold. Nice and control. Back of belly button touches first. And then the hips or the butt. From here, let's flip over. Maybe a modified push-ups position to follow. And then extend the knees. Tip the tailbone to the ceiling. Hinge up. Extending those hips through. And a nice little wiggle shake as well. There we go.
All right, we'll get into some weight transfers here. Lateral to start. So standing with your feet wider than your hip widths, toes slightly out, stay stacked on top of yourself, meaning shoulders on top of hips, and just start pulling the floor together underneath you. Don't go anywhere. And then relax. And then start pulling the floor together underneath you again, and that'll start bending your knees. Hang out here for a couple seconds. As we're here, we're still stacked and our hips are slightly tucked under. Push one leg away from you so it straightens and you're pressing a knee towards the other toe. Drive down into this floor. Push, 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 push. Keep pushing, but then start pulling on your straight leg and pressing away. We'll go knee over toe on the other side. Again, hips are trying to press forward. And then push, 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 push into that floor and start pulling on the other leg. I might be a little too wide here, so we're gonna press over. And we're thinking about pushing off this straight leg to find somewhat of a balance on this bent leg. As you're here, you might have to suck that straight leg in. Point it long, shooting energy into the floor, don't balance yet. Then toe ball heel, pull yourself across and press away. Again, press your hips through. Think about finding that single leg balance, holding for 3, 2, and then this time we'll actually lift the foot. So we'll pull, and then we'll press over. Hips are extended. Let's fully point that straight leg. And then when it feels ready, lift it from the butt cheek and hold a bent leg balance for 3, 2, toe ball heel, pull, and then press. Same thing other side. Hips push forward, shoulders stay stacked. Load up, lift from the glute and hold for 3, 2, one more time each side. Pull, feel that pull, feel that press, over. Point the leg, glute engages before you lift off. And then this time press into the floor, extending that knee to a straight knee, holding, still keeping that inseam forward. Then knee goes back over toe. Toe ball heel, land, accept the floor, press over. Load up over here, hips through. Point the leg long, engage the glute. Then drive into the floor, extending your hips forward, straightening the knee. And then knee back over toe. Toe ball heel, we'll pull to center this time. And then drive into the floor, extending through to tall. Shaking it out.
How you did that without shaking in your voice is beyond me. That was tough.
Practice.
Today. Let's get to the floor. Let's revisit that get up. So with a hand across chest, one hand can touch a leg that would drop back in a 5-second lunge. 4, 3, always control, no crash. Leg move lateral. Let's just repeat that nice rotation of the head neck. Head neck, look to the knee. Then follow that with the rib cage. Hinge on the hip. Hand to the floor. Sweep through. And then from there, make it up how you get to your push-up. I'll have my hands just outside my shoulders. Lately, we've been going for sets of 5. So let's try to keep it the same here, nice and strong, as we count 5 repetitions together. Whether it's from the knees or from those toes, let's do 5. As we go 1 and 2. Energy bum squeezed for 3. Core brace for 4. And highest tension for 5. From there, lift your tailbone to the ceiling. Walk hands towards feet, and let's just get up through that hinge position here, extending the hips through, pinkies gripping, and shaking.
All right, back to those transfers. We'll add on just expanding that balance or challenging it just a little bit more. Again, with those feet slightly wider than hips, turned out, tucked under, pull yourself down. Then stay the same height or try to as you press over. Once you get there, let's drag that leg a little bit towards us, pulling it in, and put your hand on your butt cheek. Don't lift this leg yet off the floor. Keep it touching, but engage your glute and hold for 3, 2, then toe ball heel, pull, and press over. Again, point the leg long, inseam forward. Keep it in its socket, engage the glute. 3, 2, toe ball heel, pressing across. Pointing the leg long. This time, as allowed, lift the leg slightly off the floor. Really feeling the butt cheek. Toe ball heel, pull, and press. Hips still forward. Point the leg long, then lift it off the floor from the glute. 3, 2, toe ball heel, press over. Load up, find that straight leg, then lift it. Then drive into the floor, extending that bent knee to straight. Holding, knee goes back over toe, toe ball heel, pull, press, point the leg long, hips through, push into the floor, extend, hold, knee over toe. One more time each side, pressing and pulling across, taking your time, balance as needed here, extend the knee, either stay or grow up into that demi-point balance, holding for 4, 3, 2, control the heel to the floor, then knee over toe, toe ball heel, pull push, over top, load it up, straighten, and then as allowed, grow up to that demi point and hold for 3, 2, heel comes down, knee over toe, toe ball heel to center, stay, sink a little lower, hang out, sink a little lower, hang out, sink a little lower, and then drive down and press through to toe.
Lovely little add-ons at the end there, Lauren. Lovely.
Thanks.
All right, let's get back to the floor through the get up. Switch your sides if you recall which one it was. Hand across chest. The leg you can touch drops back in that nice slow 5, 4. Keep that back hip forward. That's a cue for me and you to the floor. Then open that knee to the side. Look with the head first, nice and tall in the rotation. Then let the chest rotation through the rib cage catch up. Then we hinge on that hip, hand to the floor, sweep a leg through, find the elbow. No, we made that up. We just said anything you want to do. Thanks, Lauren.
Push up.
She got you out of a nice little core move there. Push-ups, 4, 5, nice and control, or the number you could do again and again. I promise we're only going to do this last time here. So a number that's fresh and strong, like 5. Go. That's 1. And 2. and 3. And as your full tension on, and one more time, squeeze your bum. There's 5. Now tip the tailbone to the ceiling, hands to feet, feet to hands, and then vertical shins, press those hips through to our nice, tall stand. Right on. Got time for one more balance or something fun if you want there, Lauren?
Yeah. Yes, we do. I'd like to now transition that into our 10 and 2 o'clock balance points. So with your feet underneath you, we'll do what we did in our movement clock, peeling the heel off, then pointing the knee to 10 or 2 o'clock, pointing it, hold it, toe ball heel land. From here, let's push off that back leg, loading up on the front. Just like we did on the lateral transfers, let's straighten this leg first, point the toe, let's find that balance, and you're lifting that back leg from here, not here. Then toe ball heel back foot, push forward to come back to center. Repeat other side. Peel, open it to 45, hold it, then soft land. Push off that back leg, straighten, 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 butt cheek engage, hold. 3, 2, toe ball heel, back to center, adding on 2 more times. Peel, open, point hold, land. Push off that back leg, staying square to your forward, load it, then push into the floor, straightening that bent knee. Hips are forward, 3, 2, knee goes back over to the toe ball heel, push forward to come back. Other side, knee up, knee open, point, toe ball heel land, push off the back leg, find your front leg balance, and then drive into the floor, extending and holding for 3, 2, knee goes back over the toe ball heel, back to center. One more time each side. Open it, point it, hold it. It didn't freeze, we're still holding it. Then land it. Push off the back leg, find your bent leg balance, drive into the floor to extend it. Did I do this one last time?
Toes.
And then we'll find our toes. So I couldn't remember if we straightened our leg just that last rep. Finding that demi point holding for 3, 2, heel comes down, knee over toe ball heel, back to center. Last time. Hold it and land it. Then push off, transfer that weight, drive into the floor to extend, and then grow up finding that balance. And hold for 3, 2, heel connects, knee over toe ball heel, press through. Nice.
I think I need to honor that last set of push-ups, but trust that I'd want to do more, or at least I feel restored and recharged, like I could do more if someone made me. But I promise that won't be today. That's the end of our session. We hope that that was just right. Oh, come on, just get those extra 5 in there. You keep talking for a second. Who joined us? Come on, who joined us on these push-ups?
Just for fun. Anyway, thanks for joining us today, whether you did those or not. I threw that in. My name's Lauren.
I am Ian.
This is our recharge and restore practice, and tomorrow morning we'll play with our strength, crawling around, rolling around, and eventually ending up upside down if you want to.
Yep.
Join us, stay tuned, stay connected, let us know what's going on, and take care, stay strong. We'll see you soon.
Stay warm.
Stay warm, yeah.
Stay warm. Have a good day.
That was just right.
Just
Thanks, Goldilocks.
right.
Goodbye.